Welcome to Kyzen. This is the first video in the Education Hub. By the end of this video, you'll understand what trading is, what we do in Kyzen, and how it can help you become a successful trader. Before we get started, let me just introduce myself. My name is Kyle. Who am I? I've been trading for 6 years, Forex and also crypto. 3 years I've been providing online education, and I've done multiple seminars and classes. I have over 2,000 students from Malaysia and also Indonesia, maybe even in Singapore. In 2025, I won Excellence in Trading Strategy Award by PropW, which is a crypto funding firm where they give traders a shit ton of money to trade with because they've proven themselves to be good traders. I've also got multiple 6 figures in funded accounts, and in 2023, I ranked number 9 in the Malaysian squad for the SEA Games derivatives trading competition. Right, these are just a few of the certificates that I've gotten from multiple prop firms. Prop firms are basically companies that give you money to trade with if you can prove that you are a good trader. So this is an example of a prop account. I was given 50,000 US dollars to trade with an 80% profit share. These are just a few examples. I've also been banned from prop firms because I've made too much profit. Right, you can see here, my profit was more than 40%. So they withheld my funding. Right, so not only have I made profit, I've also been banned for making too much profit. But apart from all that, I'm just a normal guy. Right, I've worked in hotel, I've worked in social media, I've done digital marketing. I'm a totally normal guy. The only difference is that I discovered trading 6 years ago, and it has changed my life. It has helped me acquire something that a lot of people do not have, which is freedom. I have freedom to travel wherever I want. I can work from wherever I want. If I feel like going to Europe next week, boom, I can go next week. If I want to go to Singapore tomorrow, I can go tomorrow. So I have the freedom of place. Wherever I want to be, I can be there. Trading has also given me the freedom of choice. Right? I can choose what I want to do. I'm not forced to work in a specific job. I'm not forced to report to a manager. I'm not forced to apply for leave. When I'm sick, I don't have to beg my boss to give me an off day. I have the freedom of choice to do what I want. And what I like to do is teach, make content, and share my knowledge. And also, of course, I like to trade, right? So I have the freedom to do what I want. I'm not locked into something that I don't like to do. And finally, trading has given me freedom to support my family. In 2019, my family was completely retrenched. All of my family members who worked in tourism lost their jobs. But thankfully, that's the time when I discovered trading. And since then, I've been able to support my family. And I can be proud to say that my family can depend on me. So I have the freedom to support my family. So if you guys want this type of freedom, make sure you watch this video till the end. Make sure you watch every single video in this education hub, right? Because I'm going to share with you 6 years worth of knowledge, every single important trading concept that I use. And hopefully this can fast track your freedom to become a good trader. Okay. So in this video, like I said, I'm just going to explain a little bit about what we do in Kyzen, how it can help you, and actually what are we talking about? What is trading, right? What is trading? Let's start with that. What is trading? What we're looking at now on this chart, on this screen, is a price chart. Okay, if you can see up here, Bitcoin / Tether US perpetual contract. This is the price of Bitcoin compared to US dollars, USDT. Okay, and when you see the price go down like this, that means Bitcoin price is currently going down. When you see the price go up, it means Bitcoin price is currently going up. Same as any other asset here. For example, if I click on this right here, ETH USDT, this is the price of Ethereum, the cryptocurrency Ethereum. And when it's red going down, it means the price of Ethereum is going down. When it's green going up, it means the price of Ethereum is going up. So this is a price chart. This represents the movement of price of a specific asset over a selected time frame. You can see down here, there is a time frame. So every single one of these little candlesticks is what we call it, represents the movement of price within a specific time frame. Right now we are on the 1 hour time frame. That means in 1 hour, price has moved this much. So as traders, we want to take advantage of these price movements to try and make a profit. Okay, remember that we are trying to make a profit. We are not trying to invest. We're not trying to find a good asset to hold long term. We are trying to make profit that we can withdraw and that we can spend. This is trading. Okay, this is trading. Okay. So in crypto, there's a few types of trading. There's spot trading, there's futures trading, there's options trading. It's a lot. But the most popular ones are spot trading and also futures trading. Okay, the difference is that in spot trading, we are just buying an asset. For example, Bitcoin, we're just buying it to hold long term. We keep the asset. So it's more like investing. Okay, like buying a house. When you buy a house, you keep the asset. After a while, the price of the house goes up. When you sell the house, you make a profit. Same as spot trading. You only make profit when the price goes up. On the other hand, we have futures trading. So futures allows us to take advantage of the market both ways, up or down, right? We can make profit up or down. Okay, when price goes up, we can buy or long to make a profit. When price goes down, we can sell or we can short to make a profit. Okay, so that's the difference. We are doing futures trading because it gives us more opportunity to trade the market. Right? Also in futures trading, we are using what is called leverage. So we do not need a large capital to trade with. Okay? A big misconception of leverage is that it is high risk. This is a big misconception. Yeah? Leverage does not equal high risk. Some people think that because futures uses leverage, it's more high risk than spot. This is wrong. There's no such thing as higher risk. All trading, spot trading, futures trading, any type of trading, even if you go to the market and you sell something, you're basically trading. You go to the market and sell a donut, you're trading a donut for money. All trading, all business involves risk. All businesses involve risk. What matters is how we understand the risk and how we manage the risk. Okay, how we manage the risk. Okay, that's why before you even join this group, I sent you a video, the quick start video, which shows you, which gives you a quick start of how to enter trades and manage risk, because that's the first thing you should be learning. Okay, so let's do a quick crash course so that you actually understand what is going on in the Kyzen Academy, so that you understand when you open the group, you know what all these pictures are. Okay, you know what all of these are. All right, so what all this is, like I said, we're looking at the price chart, right? We're looking at the price chart. And as traders, we try to analyze the charts to help us determine whether we want to long or short to make a profit. Now keep in mind, we are not making predictions. We are creating, or we are using a trading plan to determine the best place or the best price to enter and exit trades with the highest probability to make profit. Okay, we're not predicting the market. So when you can't ask a trader, is the price going up or down? The answer is nobody knows. The only thing that they can do is they can create a trading plan, analyze the market, and try and figure out where is the best place to enter a trade that gives us as traders the highest probability to make a profit. Okay, so in this group, you'll see a lot of this. You see this green and red thing? Yeah, this is called the position tool. Okay, this indicates whether a trader wants to enter a long or a short. Okay, in this case, you can see the gray line here where the green and red meet. This is where the trader wants to enter a trade. Okay, wants to enter a trade. This gray number here is the price of the entry. When the green is above, that means the trader wants to enter a long position or wants to buy because they expect price to go up and they want to make a profit. Yeah. When the green is below, let me find an example like this. When the green is below, the trader wants to enter here at this gray line and they expect price to drop to make a profit. Right, so this is their trading plan. Okay, so when the green is at the bottom, it means they want to short, they want price to drop so that they will make a profit. When the green is at the top, they want price to go up so that they will make a profit. Okay, so as traders, we not only have to think about the entry and the profit, right? We also need to plan our exits. So we have to know where to enter, but we also need to know where to exit. So the green is where we want to ideally take profit. So as price goes up here, we can take profit on the way up. Okay, taking profits is very, very important. But what is more important is knowing where to avoid losses and when you need to exit a trade. Okay, so this red zone, yeah, if a trader enters here and price goes down, that means they will be in an unrealized loss. Their trade will be in a loss. Okay, and if it hits the end of this red zone, you can see where this red price is. If the price comes down and hits the end of this red zone, it means the trader wants to exit the trade. This is called the stop loss. The end of the red zone is called the stop loss. Here's another example. If the trader enters here and price goes up, they will be in an unrealized loss. When price hits the end of this red zone, the trader wants to exit the trade. This is called the stop loss. Okay, so traders usually place the stop loss at the price or the area where they believe that their trade becomes invalid. So the thought process is that if price reaches here, there's a probability that it could continue higher. And for that reason, I want to exit the trade before it continues higher and before I have to face an even bigger loss. Yeah. So stop losses are very, very important to avoid big losses. In the quick start video, you learned how to calculate risk. This is very, very important. You have to do this for every single trade you enter so that you know how much you are risking. Okay, ideally, we want to risk no more than 10% of our capital per trade. So let's say I enter a trade right here. I expect price to go up. And I put my stop loss right here. I should know exactly how much my loss is if this trade hits my stop loss. Okay, and ideally, we don't want it to be more than 10% of our capital. So if I have 1000 USD in my account, this loss should be not more than 100 USD. Okay, I recommend that you re-watch the quick start video so that you really understand how to calculate your risk, so that if you do start following trades from Kyzen or from our analysts, you know what you are doing and you know how much margin you should be using. Okay, and you know how much you are risking per trade. Okay, so I think by now you should have a general understanding of what is going on. So how can you become successful in trading? How can Kyzen help you in trading? Well, the most important rule to be successful in trading is surviving longer than other traders. Trading is player versus player. When one person loses, another person wins. When one person wins, someone has to lose. So if you can survive longer than 90% of traders, you're already in the top 10%. And I can say 90% of traders lose all of their capital and give up trading within 3 months. So how do you avoid this? Well, to avoid it, you need good risk management. So that's why the first thing you learn is how to calculate risk in the quick start video. And that's why in this video also, I'm telling you about risk management. So once you can manage risk well, you'll be able to preserve your capital and find your consistency long term. Okay, and once you're able to preserve your capital, you last longer than 90% of traders who fail. You will eventually become consistent and start making a profit. Okay, so in Kyzen, how can we help you become a better trader? Well, I want to give you all the tools to become a long-term successful trader. Okay, the trade ideas here in Kyzen, this is my personal trading journal, right? Everything that I trade in crypto, I share here, right? Is a good stepping stone to help get you started, right? Because you can see how successful traders actually trade. Okay, same with the analyst trades, right? This is how successful traders actually trade. You can actually see how we trade, how we find entries, how we manage risk, how we exit trades. So this is the first stepping stone. You have found a community of traders that you can actually learn from, right? The next thing you need to do is increase your knowledge. That's where the education hub comes into play. So go through all the videos in the education hub to increase your knowledge and come up with your own trading plan so that you know how to execute trades by yourself without having to rely on Kyzen, without having to rely on analysts, without having to rely on anyone. This could take you 1 month, it could take you 6 months, it could take you 2 years, it could take you 5 years. But why are you trying to rush it? You don't have to rush it. Take your time to learn and to find your momentum. Okay, the best thing you can do is educate yourself and develop your own trading plan so that you can be consistent long term. Okay, so that's all in this video. In the next video, you'll learn exactly how to structure your trading plan, right? So that you have a clear framework to trade and you know exactly what you are looking for when you trade. Right, then we're going to go through all of the important trading concepts that I use and how they actually fit into a trading plan. Right, so by the end of this, in 7 days, you'll understand all of the key concepts that I use and you'll understand how they fit into a trading plan, and you should be able to come up with your own trading plan. So that's all for this video. I hope to see you in the next video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the group.